Welcome to Bible in a Year with Scott Purcell. I'm so glad you're joining me. This is a daily reading of portions of the Bible, following a plan that will include the entire Bible in a year. And now, let's open the book and begin our readings. This is the reading for day 67. If your reading is aligned with the calendar year in a non-leap year, this is for March 8, or in a leap year for March 7th. The Old Testament reading is from Leviticus 17 and Leviticus 18. Leviticus 17. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons and to all the Israelites, and you shall say to them, This is the word that Yahweh has commanded, saying, Any man from the house of Israel who slaughters an ox or a sheep or a goat in the camp, or who slaughters it outside the camp, and he does not bring it to the tent of assembly's entrance to present an offering to Yahweh before Yahweh's tabernacle, then that man shall be accounted blood guilty. He has poured out blood, and that man shall be cut off from the midst of his people. This is so that the Israelites may bring their sacrifices that they are sacrificing in the open field, and bring them for Yahweh to the tent of assembly's entrance to the priest, and they shall sacrifice fellowship offerings for Yahweh with them. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood on Yahweh's altar at the tent of assembly's entrance, and he shall burn the fat as an appeasing fragrance for Yahweh. And they may no longer sacrifice their sacrifices to the goat idols after which they were prostituting. This is a lasting statute for them throughout their generations. And you shall say to them, If there is anyone from the house of Israel, or from the alien who dwells in their midst, who offers a burnt offering or a sacrifice, and he does not bring it to the tent of assembly's entrance to sacrifice it for Yahweh, then that man shall be cut off from his people. And if there is anyone from the house of Israel, or from the alien who is dwelling in their midst, who eats any blood, then I will set my face against the person who eats the blood, and I will cut him off from among his people. Indeed, the flesh's life is in the blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your lives, because it is the blood with the life that makes atonement. Therefore I said to the Israelites, None of you may eat blood, nor may the alien who is dwelling in your midst eat blood. And if there is anyone from the Israelites, or from the alien who is dwelling in their midst, who hunts a wild game animal or a bird that may be eaten, then he shall pour out its blood, and he shall cover it with the soil. Indeed, the life of all flesh, its blood, is in its life. So I said to the Israelites, You may not eat the blood of any flesh, because the life of all flesh is its blood. Anyone who eats it must be cut off. And if there is any person who eats a dead body or a mangled carcass, whether among the native or among the alien, then he shall wash his garments, and he shall wash himself with water, and he shall be unclean until the evening, and he shall be clean. But if he does not wash his garments, and he does not wash his body, then he shall bear his guilt. Leviticus 18. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the Israelites, and say to them, I am Yahweh your God. You must not carry out the practices of the land of Egypt in which you lived, and you must not carry out the practices of the land of Canaan to which I am bringing you, and you must not follow their statutes. You must carry out my regulations, and you must observe my statutes by following them. I am Yahweh your God. And you shall observe my statutes and my regulations by which the person doing them shall live. I am Yahweh. None of you shall approach anyone who is his close relative to expose nakedness. I am Yahweh. You must not expose your father's nakedness or your mother's nakedness. She is your mother. You must not expose her nakedness. You must not expose the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your father's nakedness. As for your sister's nakedness, whether your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether born at home or born abroad, you must not expose their nakedness. As for the nakedness of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, you must not expose their nakedness, because they are your nakedness. As for the nakedness of the daughter of your father's wife, she is your sister, a relative of your father. You must not expose her nakedness. You must not expose the nakedness of your father's sister. She is your father's close relative. You must not expose the nakedness of your mother's sister, because she is your mother's close relative. You must not expose the nakedness of your father's brother. You must not have sex with his wife. She is your aunt. You must not expose your daughter-in-law's nakedness. She is your son's wife. You must not expose her nakedness. You must not expose the nakedness of your brother's wife. She is your brother's nakedness. You must not expose the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, or her son's daughter, or her daughter's daughter. You must not take her as a wife to expose her nakedness. They are close relatives. That is wickedness. And you must not take as wife a woman with her sister to be a rival wife, to expose her nakedness before her during her life. And you must not have sex with a woman to expose her nakedness during her menstrual uncleanness. And you must not have sex with your fellow citizen's wife, becoming unclean with her. And you shall not give any of your offspring in order to sacrifice them to Molech, nor shall you profane the name of your God. I am Yahweh. And you shall not lie with a male as lying with a woman. That is a detestable thing. And you shall not have sexual relations with any animal, becoming unclean with it. And a woman shall not stand before an animal to copulate with it. That is a perversion. You must not make yourself unclean in any of these things, because the nations whom I am driving out from your presence were made unclean by all of these. So the land became unclean, and I have brought the punishment of its guilt upon it, and the land has vomited out its inhabitants. But you, neither the native nor the alien who is dwelling in your midst, shall keep my statutes and my regulations. And you shall not practice any of these detestable things, because the people of the land who were before you did all these detestable things, so the land became unclean. So that the land will not vomit you out when you make it unclean, just as it vomited out the nation that was before you. Indeed, anyone who does any of these detestable things, even those persons who do so, shall be cut off from the midst of their people. Thus you shall keep my obligation to not do any of the statutes regarding the detestable things that they did before you, so that you will not make yourselves unclean by them. I am Yahweh your God. The New Testament reading is from Mark 14, verse 17 through 42. Mark 14, 17. And when it was evening, he arrived with the 12. And while they were reclining at table and eating, Jesus said, Truly I say to you, that one of you who is eating with me will betray me. They began to be distressed, and to say to him one by one, Surely not I. But he said to them, It is one of the 12, the one who is dipping bread into the bowl with me. For the Son of Man is going just as it is written about him, but woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It would be better for him if that man had not been born. And while they were eating, he took bread, and after giving thanks, he broke it, and gave it to them, and said, Take it, this is my body." And after taking the cup and giving thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. And he said to them, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many. Truly I say to you that I will never drink of the fruit of the vine any longer until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." And after they had sung the hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. And Jesus said to them, "You will all fall away, because it is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered.' But after I am raised, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." But Peter said to him, "Even if they all fall away, certainly I will not." And Jesus said to him, "Truly I say to you that today, this night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times." But he kept saying emphatically, "If it is necessary for me to die with you, I will never deny you." And they all were saying the same thing also. And they came to a place named Gethsemane. And he said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." And he took along Peter and James and John with him. And he began to be distressed and troubled. And he said to them, "My soul is deeply grieved to the point of death. Remain here and stay awake." And going forward a little, he fell to the ground and began to pray that, if it were possible, the hour would pass from him. And he said, "Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Take away this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will." And he came and found them sleeping. And he said to Peter, "Simon, are you sleeping? Were you not able to stay awake 1 hour? Stay awake and pray that you will not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." And again he went away and prayed, saying the same thing. And again he came and found them sleeping, for they could not keep their eyes open, and they did not know what to reply to him. And he came the 3rd time and said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? It is enough. The hour has come. Behold, the Son of Man is being betrayed into the hand of sinners. Get up, let us go. Behold, the one who is betraying me is approaching." The wisdom literature reading is from Psalm 31, verses 9 through 18. Psalm 31:9. Be gracious to me, O Yahweh, because I have distress. My eye wastes away because of vexation, along with my soul and my body. For my life is at an end with sorrow, and my years with sighing. My strength stumbles because of my iniquity, and my bones waste away. Because of all my adversaries, I have become a disgrace, especially to my neighbors, and a dread to my acquaintances. Those who see me in the street flee from me. I have become forgotten like one dead, out of mind. I am like a destroyed vessel. For I hear the rumor of many, terror on every side. When conspiring together against me, they have plotted to take my life. But as for me, I trust you, O Yahweh. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from those who pursue me. Shine your face upon your servant. Save me by your loyal love. O Yahweh, let me not be put to shame, for I call on you. Let the wicked be put to shame. Let them go silently to Sheol. Let lying lips be dumb that speak against the righteous unrestrained with arrogance and contempt. This concludes the reading for Day 67. Thank you for listening. These daily readings are made possible by your generous support of the global outreach ministry of Scott Purcell. To partner with us and enable this work and others like it, please visit huttobible.com/give and select Go Pastor Support from the fund list. You can also sign up for ministry updates at scott-purcell.epistle.org/subscribe. Both of those links can be found in the podcast description. Thank you for helping us share God's Word.